Good evening, everyone. My name is Paul Galbinski. I'm the dean here at the Oakland Schools Technical Campus Northeast, and we are so pleased that you've taken time out of your schedule this evening to join us for our virtual information night. We also have Mr. Randy Maddock, who is going to be presenting. He's our counselor. This slide here, if you want to take a photo of it so that you have our information, you'll be happy to email us at any given time. If you do have questions, Mr. Maddock works with all students in enrollment, but you certainly can contact us as we move forward through this evening and you have further questions. So Mr. Maddock and I are going to go through this presentation. We're going to share some of the slides as we go forward. As I said, this is recorded, so if you have to leave early or there's someone else that you know is interested in learning more about the campuses, this will be then posted up on our ostconline.com website. So a lot of people ask, what is OSTC Northeast? Well, here at this campus, in all campuses we have in the county, it's combining strong academic knowledge that you learn at your home high school with the technical skills here at the campus. And this definitely gives all of our students a competitive advantage in the future. We're an extension of your high school, and we prepare you for high demand, high skill, and high wage careers. I'd like to take a look at a winning formula. We take the academics again from your home high school that you are currently pursuing. You add them to the technical skills here at the Career Technical Campus for our CTE, and that definitely gives you that competitive advantage.
So good evening once again, everyone. My name is Randy Maddock. I'm the counselor at the Northeast Campus located in Pontiac. A lot of times people ask, why do students attend the technical campus? So these are all things we're going to talk about this evening. Some students choose to come to the technical campus for a free associate degree in a partnership with Oakland Community College. So we'll be talking more about our early college program and the partnership that the technical campus has with Oakland Community College and the area high schools. Some of our programs issue state licenses that come from the state of Michigan that oftentimes haven't been earned until students are into adulthood, and they earn those licenses after high school. We're going to talk about programs where students can leave high school with a state license. You're going to see the word certifications a lot tonight. All of our programs award state, national, or industry recognized certifications, a piece of paper that students can take with them to give them that head start on their career or on college. We're going to see some real world experiences, some of our area businesses that hire our students. And again, that real world experience is what separates the technical campus from a comprehensive high school. So in short, students come to the technical campuses for a lot of different reasons, but no matter their reason, it is to get a head start on college and or their career. Students that come to the campus have a lot of different pathways that they can follow once they graduate. We've got some students that want to get right into a four-year college or university, whether it's here in Michigan, Oakland University, locally, Wayne State, one of our health science students last year at the U of M Flint, U of M Ann Arbor. Some students want to get that four-year college or university admission. Some students will go to Oakland Community College and that seamless transition in a technical field where they're able to continue in that technical training at the community college. Some students look for a trade or technical school specific for the trade that they want to pursue. Some want to get into an apprenticeship, earn money while they're learning their trade. Some students take those credentials and enter the professional workforce. Other students are looking for avenues to just gain additional certifications. And some students are looking to join the military. And again, with some of these certifications that students have earned, they're able to go into the military at a higher pay and higher rank. So students in all of these classes, all of our programs have one of these goals in mind. And again, depends on the individual student and what their goals are.
So we want to talk a little bit about Kettering University that is here. The Assistant Director of Admissions, Kristen, gives a great high-level overview of what OSTC offers. Amazing opportunities for our students to gain further knowledge in their high school education. Kristen, as an admissions director, looked very favorable on taking classes such as engineering, mechatronics, robotics, anything along those lines for a student pursuing a degree at Kettering. It absolutely puts an incoming student at an advantage to have that background at Kettering. Math plays a huge role in Kettering education, and we look heavily on this during the admission process. Students also need a good basis in science, biology, chemistry, and physics. And so if students have a strong basis, taking OSTC credit is an amazing addition. Now, that is an admissions director for a university for those that are interested in becoming an engineer. We have all kinds of programs that go to a lot of different opportunities, like Mr. Maddock had indicated, but this just gives you someone at the college level, particularly those in engineering, what Kettering University views as a big advantage to coming to the campus for furthering their education. Williams International. Williams International is a company located right here in Pontiac. We have partnered with them. They have done an amazing job by taking our students, and they have a high success rate in joining Williams International at their company. And Williams International has told us many times that they found OSTC students are not only coming aboard with exceptional technical aptitude, but also a passion for the technical trades. The testament to the staff at OSTC, that the relationships that they're building with the students. Not only do these students have a high level of talent, they also passionate about the program and drive to advocate for its growth. Our organization, meaning Williams International, has been able to tap into that passion by having former students, which now are full-time employees, join us on manufacturing day, industry visits, and other community events. And these employees are able to speak about their time in the program. It's a connection to their work and show the community why programs such as the ones offered at OSTC are such a high value. Williams International continues to be excited about the partnership with Oakland Schools. We're grateful for the staffs, teachers, mentors working with us to find those highly talented individuals who are now here within our organization. So this is an international company that is working with our students while they're here on campus, and then students that move on and then become full-time employees.
So we're going to start getting down to some of the nuts and bolts of the technical campuses. Oakland County has 4 technical campuses. Mr. Galbinski and I are housed at the Northeast campus in Pontiac. We have a campus up in Clarkston. That's our Northwest campus. A campus down in Royal Oak, which is our Southeast campus, and a campus over in Wixom, which is our Southwest campus. And at the Northeast campus, these are the 11 programs that we're going to spend the most amount of time on tonight, giving you a little bit more information. Down in our automotive area, we've got an automotive technology lab, as well as a collision repair and refinishing lab, computer programming, construction technology, cosmetology, culinary arts and hospitality, engineering, robotics, mechatronics, entrepreneurship and advanced marketing, health sciences, machining, and welding. So these are the 11 programs that are offered at the Northeast campus that we'll spend the majority of time providing some information on this evening. There are 6 other programs at the other campuses. The agri-science and environmental technologies, that's offered at our Northwest or Southwest campuses. Criminal justice is offered down at the Royal Oak campus. Cybersecurity networking is offered at Royal Oak and Wixom. The energy and electrical technologies program offered at Clarkston or Royal Oak. Graphic and communication design located at all the other campuses except ours, And then the medium heavy truck and equipment program is offered over at Wixom. So we will provide some information regarding the other campuses, but the majority of our time will be spent talking about these 11 programs that are housed at Northeast, but are also housed at the other campuses.
So I always like to talk about this. This is a very good visual graphic of what is occurring, particularly in our one program, Engineering, Robotics, and Mechatronics. This is our career tree. And in any tree has to have strong roots. And when we look at the root section here, we talked a little bit about the academics, experiences that you're going to learn about here at the campus through this presentation. That's all part of a student when they're here at the campus. Certainly professional skills. A lot of people call those soft skills. And that's very, very important for our students. 70% of a student's grade is on their technical and academic. 30% are on those professional skills or those soft skills. How to collaborate, how to have a positive personal brand, how to have integrity, how to make sure you can problem solve, critical think. All of those are components that our instructors not only teach the students, but the students evaluate themselves on as well. And 30% of their grade is made up of those professional skills. And then more importantly, you got to have a passion for whatever area it is that you're pursuing. So this particular tree, when we look at entry-level careers, that is a sample of careers that someone who's completed the program could go into. In this case, somebody that's in the engineering, robotics, and mechatronic program, they could be a mechanical CAD technician. They could be a CNC machinist. They could be a manufacturing technician. And these are just a very small sample of the options that students would have. So then the next level is, well, how do we get to the technical careers? Well, I always like to talk to students, and obviously those that are involved in gaming, they want to unlock that next level of the game that they're playing. Well, the secret to going and unlocking that next level is continued information, continued learning, additional training, and certification. So we go to technical careers, where in this case, apprenticeship, associate degree, advanced certification experience. You could be an engineering technician, a controls designer, a robotics technician. Those are some samples there. And then to unlock professional careers, some additional training and schooling, someone with a bachelor's degree, a master's, PhD, very specialized training, more experiences where they could be a design engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, an engineering manager, automotive engineer, biomedical engineer. So these are just a sampling of what a career tree looks like in the various levels. Every single one of our programs have one of these career trees with these various examples. We're not going to cover those all tonight in each of the programs, but you can just imagine as we're going through the 11 programs we're going to talk about tonight, there's a career tree for each of them. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the first one here for automotive technology. This is where our students diagnose, they repair automobiles from basic through advanced systems. They operate professional diagnostic and repair equipment in a service bay, just like what would be in the dealerships. They work alongside master technicians and a rapidly changing industry. One thing to note in automotive technology, for those students that are first year, only about 40% is the hands-on portion. That means 60% of the first year is theory, lecture, demonstration, online work, etc. Because this is a 2-year program that leads to many certifications. There's 2 pathways that are available here in automotive technology. The first pathway is the maintenance and light repair. This is at the high school level. This is where students get all the training, sit for that particular certification, and when they pass it, they then have an MLR certification. The next level is the MAST, the Master Automotive Service Technician. That is at the college level. That requires, if somebody has gone through the first year and they're interested in the MAST program, there'll be some summer schooling required for that following their first year, and then Oakland Technical Early College option for MAST students as well. So 2 different pathways in the automotive technology area to be familiar with. Some of our recent automotive technology business partners, you can see everyone's here. We got Art Moran, we've got Gowling, Suburban, Summit Place, Shelton, Avis Ford, It goes on and on of some of the business partners where our students are there placed in a work-based learning opportunity to develop those skills. Automotive certifications, we talked a lot about that. Mr. Maddox said you're going to hear this over and over again. There's automotive ASE, which is the Automotive Service Excellence, ASE certified. There's a lift certification that's in there. There's SP2 certification. And you can see in the picture there, those patches are what students earn once they've demonstrated that they have the skill set and pass those required tests. As we move along to another area that we have at the campus, collision repair and refinishing. This is where we restore, repair, refinish vehicles to showroom condition. They use the same advanced painting, welding, and repair equipment as the automotive professionals do that would be attached to any dealership, collision repair shop. And they can also create custom modifications using artistic design and techniques. So you can see here, these are some of the business partners that we have as well. Suburban Collection, CarStar, Gerber Glass and Collision and Glass, along with Malash Palace. So our students get an opportunity here to be involved and work at those industries. Again, here are the certifications. You've seen the ASC, you've seen the SP2, the lift. They're also now, because it's collision repair, is ICAR. And those ICAR certifications are what those repair technicians are working towards specifically in collision repair and refinishing.
One thing I always like to mention too, students, even though these are both part of our automotive department, the collision repair program is probably more of a hands-on program than the auto tech. Collision repair is going to be a more skill-based program, more hands-on. There's not as many certifications as needed as an automotive technician. So if you want to work with cars and you're more hands-on, you might want to think about the collision repair program because that automotive technology program does have a lot of theory, a lot of lecture, because again, there's a lot of different tests that students have to take in order to earn those certifications. So just be thinking about that if you're thinking about one of these two programs.
Thank you, Mr. Maddock. We're going to now move on to computer programming. This is where you learn to write code to power the modern world, from game design to mobile applications to intelligent transportation systems. And so programming is everywhere. You get to express your creativity, unlock solutions to complex problems through the universal language of computers. Program in advanced languages. Our students are earning certifications in Java, HTML5, and CSS3 as a sample of it. These are some of those certifications that you can see from Microsoft, that you can see from CIW, and those students earn those certifications. Again, Microsoft MTA for HTML5 and Introduction to Programming for Java. They also have an opportunity for Oracle Foundations, which is an associate degree in Java. So lots and lots of opportunities in computer programming. Construction technology. This is where students learn how to read blueprints for rough and finished carpentry, masonry, electrical, and plumbing. They get exposed to all of that. They operate power tools and heavy equipment for demolition and construction. The other day, we had students that were on our campus in this program, and they were working in a skid steer. A lot of people would know that as a Bobcat. They're getting their heavy equipment training. They build and maintain residential and commercial construction projects as well through our construction technology program. Here's a sample of the type of blueprint reading that they're going to do. They learn all the symbols, all the dimensions, so that they can take this blueprint and then they're able to build whatever it is that that blueprint is asking them to do. Certifications in construction, safety is paramount in all of our programs. OSHA is one of the certifications that the students work for, so that they then have a certification through OSHA for safety as they go on to the job sites and in our labs and classrooms. You're going to see a couple of pictures here. This is a home that our second year students, this is right on our campus. This home right here is getting ready to be moved. You can see that the hydraulic lifts are under it. They're going to hook it up to a diesel truck, and they're going to take this off of our lot. They're going to place it on a lot here in Pontiac, which becomes a home for somebody in the community. So our students here at the campus are building a better tomorrow by having a partnership with Venture, Commuting Housing Network, and Oakland County, where we build these homes once a year They're then built starting in the fall, finished in the spring, and then moved out to the lot in Pontiac where it is available to become somebody's home. And what an amazing accomplishment that is for the students.
So we're going to move on to our cosmetology program next. Cosmetology is a little bit more unique because we're the only technical campus in the county that has a cosmetology program. So we have students from 35 different high schools that come to the cosmetology program every year. When we talked earlier about earning a state license, this is one of the programs where students can leave high school with a state license as a licensed cosmetologist. In order to do that, students need to earn 1,500 hours of instruction. As students are earning those hours, they're working alongside professional stylists in a full service interactive salon and spa right at the technical campus. They're learning advanced salon techniques to provide a full range of hair, nails, and skincare services. And they're creating artistic designs using the latest technology, trends, and brand name products. One thing we always like students to know, a licensed cosmetologist, like we just said, they're licensed to do hair, nails, and skin. But if you look at this umbrella, 980 hours out of the program is all regarding hair coloring, hair cutting, hair styling. Only 115 hours are dealing with skin, only 90 hours in nails. So we used to get a lot of students that wanted to be makeup artists. Well, 980 hours of this program is all based on hair. So it wouldn't be a program if you're looking to be only doing makeup because the hair care lessons are about 2/3 or 3/4 of the program. Cosmetology does require summer school. Those of you that are in 10th grade right now, if you get into the cosmetology program, you'll actually start cosmetology right after your 10th grade year ends. It'll be a 16-day summer school program where you come for cosmetology 7 hours a day. Then as a junior, you'll come for a regular 2.5-hour block. You'll come back for a second summer school session between your 11th and 12th grade year, another 16 days, another 7 hours per day. Then as a senior, you're actually at the campus from 11:20 a.m. to 4:20 p.m. It's a 5-hour block. So huge commitment needed for cosmetology students. However, for those students that fulfill the requirements, they are able to save $25,000 to $30,000, which is what a private beauty school, a private cosmetology school does cost. You can see at the bottom, we build in 1,571.5 hours. And again, the magic number that students need to earn is 1,500. So we always tell students they need to have near perfect attendance for the cosmetology program. But that state license, again, can save them a lot of money. Once they have that state license, they can go right into a salon and start practicing as a licensed cosmetologist. They can also further their education. And there's a couple examples there of some colleges that award free credits based on that cosmetology license. So again, it's about 1/3 to half of an associate's degree by having that cosmetology license. If you're thinking about cosmetology, you're going to want to take a picture of this slide because there's another required information night on November 17th, strictly for cosmetology students. Again, with a state license attached to a program, the rules are a little bit different. And again, since we're the only program in the county that has this program, it is very competitive to get into. So you are going to want to jot down Wednesday, November 17th, again, 6 p.m. Mr. Galbinski and I will be back, but there'll also be some cosmetology teachers, maybe some current students that join us that night, just for the cosmetology students, laying out the program and the admission requirements for cosmetology. Going to move on now to our culinary arts and hospitality program. We have 4 professional chefs that teach in this program. Students work alongside them, creating gourmet cuisine, very fast-paced environment. They're part of a team that operates a restaurant. They prepare regional and international cuisine. They deliver some unique dining experiences. And again, they're crafting and presenting delicious creations while preparing for some competitions and events with other culinary programs in the area. Now, we all know the last 2 years have been anything but typical. However, in a typical year, students in culinary would plan, prepare, and serve meals for about 4,000 people over the course of the school year. So again, our culinary students, when we talked about a fast-paced environment, they are busy and always have some sort of an event going on. There's the word certifications again. This is a national certification. It's called ServSafe. It's offered through the National Restaurant Association. So again, when students decide to move out of Oakland County, when they move out of Michigan, this is a national credential that can help them launch their career or get some college credit if they're staying in the field of culinary arts. Just a few pictures of our kitchen. This is our hot foods line, the stoves, the ovens, the grills, the deep fryers. This is a picture of our bake shop area. So the bake shop students do all sorts of cakes, pies, cookies, breads, dinner rolls, muffins, anything that you would find at a bakery. This is our pantry area where students are working on some fruit and vegetable carvings. They're working on their knife skills, all the different ways to cut up a carrot. They're cutting up vegetables for salads, salad dressings, sandwiches. So again, students would rotate through all those different areas in our culinary arts program.
I'm going to take a look at now our engineering, robotics, and mechatronics. In this particular program, there's a lot of mechanical concepts, electrical, electronic concepts, hydraulics, pneumatics, high school physics. Credit is available through our program. There's some technical physics that are available in that particular program. This is where you'd work toward your CAD certification in SolidWorks, both associate level and professional level. And you can work toward robotics certification through FANUC's robot certification. And in companies that have hired students before graduating high school, you can see many international companies that are listed here: Broza, Borg Warner, Magna, Durr, Herotech, Siemens. These are where companies have worked with us. The students have the skill set and they've been hired before graduating from high school. Engineering, robotics, mechatronics certifications. They can get SolidWorks at the certified professional, SolidWorks at the associate, leading up to the professional. They can get FANUC robot certified. They also can have a certification from Siemens in programmable logic controllers for those students. And back in 2019, this team that we have here for engineering, robotics, mechatronics, machining, and the welding programs, they were the only programs in the state of Michigan honored by the Michigan Department of Education for the Career and College Readiness Initiative Excellence in Practice Award. And we're very proud of that. What that really means is success for our students while they're here at the campus learning from these individuals and all of our staff that provide amazing opportunities for them. Moving on to entrepreneurship and advanced marketing. This is Mrs. Deal. She's our instructor. She's 13th year teaching juniors and seniors at the campus. She worked as a bilingual tutor prior times before coming to the campus. Student taught in Utica. She's also been able to be selected as a hometown hero, one of our shining stars in 2019 by Jimmy John's. And all of our instructors, I think this is important to point out here, and Mrs. Deal says, Before teaching, she held positions in business marketing, including retail, purchasing, and distribution. Every single one of our instructors must have industry experience. Otherwise, they're not able to teach here at the campus. So as you look at this, these are some things at the Entrepreneurship and Advanced Marketing. Anybody that has an interest in marketing, management, sales, entrepreneurship, you definitely would benefit from this course. You learn about the exciting fields of marketing, sales, owning your own company, management. You study the basics of marketing in the consumer and industrial marketplace, sales techniques, pricing, how to promote things, career possibilities in sales and marketing. Lots of projects in this class, Shark Tank, business plans, marketing plan. There's projects and competitions throughout the years. In the past, they've gone on several field trips related to marketing and learning more about marketing and entrepreneurship. Lots of certifications available. Again, also paid and unpaid experiences. Here you can take a look at all of the certifications. Many times students earn 2 to 3 of them per year, and these are offered on alternating years. So they can get a certification nationally in customer service and sales, business and retail industry and fundamentals, entrepreneurship and small business certification, Microsoft Office Suite. In the digital area, Google Digital Marketing Certification and Google AdWords certification. So lots and lots of certifications available if you have an interest in entrepreneurship and advanced marketing. I'd like to highlight a student that was with us several years ago. This young man was in the marketing program, did extremely well, and went off to Harvard to further study business. And what a great opportunity he had here at the campus, which led to obviously an amazing post-secondary opportunity for Dakota at Harvard.
We're going to move on to health sciences next. Health sciences is a program for anyone looking to go into the healthcare field. Obviously, students looking to go into healthcare, they want to make a difference. And they do that by providing quality care alongside experts in many healthcare professions. Students are going to apply healthcare skills in a variety of clinical environments, and they're going to develop a professional work ethic and the ability to provide compassionate patient care. So a lot of students come into this program knowing they want to be a nurse, or knowing they want to be a physical therapist, or knowing they want to be a doctor. However, a lot of students just know they want to work in the field, and they do a big career exploration component in this class, learning about a lot of different careers in health sciences. These are some of the skills that the health sciences students do work on. Again, when we go into a clinic or an office, we always get our temperature, pulse, respiration, blood pressure, height, and weight. Those are all things that oftentimes an assistant will do before seeing a doctor. Over in the right-hand column, cranial nerve assessment, proper way of hand washing, isolation garments, visual acuity, CPR, first aid, AED, a blood typing lab. So again, a lot of different things that would apply to a lot of different careers. Students just did their first dissection a week or so ago. They usually try to do several dissections every year. The fetal pig, they choose a veal heart and a sheep's eye. The reason sheep's eye, actually sheep's eye is very close to the human eye. Same with the veal heart, size and structure very similar to that of a human. Here's some of the hands-on learning again that's taking place. You see the CPR, first aid, AED, some career exploration with fire department, EMTs, and again some dissections there at the bottom. Again, with real world experience, these are some of the business partners in the past that have had our students join them. A lot of students looking to become EMTs or paramedics. So they are riding along in the ambulance with different departments. You see some nursing homes, some urgent care clinics, some private doctors' offices, hospitals. Again, the teachers will work with each individual student based on what their goal is regarding their particular career goal in healthcare. These are the different certifications that are available. Upper left-hand corner is probably the most popular, Certified Nurse's Aide. Again, this comes from the state of Michigan. It's a license that's awarded through licensing and regulatory affairs through the state of Michigan. There's a written test and a hands-on portion in order to become a licensed CNA, a Certified Nurse's Aide. Students do a 10-hour OSHA certification for the healthcare worker. We've got some students working toward becoming a certified pharmacy technician there in the lower right-hand corner, personal trainer certification in the upper right-hand corner. Again, so a lot of different ways to help students get a head start on their career or on college.
Next up, we'd like to talk to you about the opportunities in machining. This is where students use advanced equipment, innovative techniques, and they create a ton of cool stuff. They get to invent, design, build high-tech precision parts, and use tools that are done worldwide. This program gives them an opportunity to program and operate industrial CNC machines, create products from engineering blueprints and specifications for those products. Just a little bit look at our lab here. This is a student that's working on the lathe in the lab. The next picture that we're going to take a look at will be a student running one of our Bridgeport mills. So you get an idea here. Again, another student working on one of our lathes in our lab. And then this last one is a student setting up a CNC machine where they're going to program lines and lines and lines and lines and lines of code so that it can produce a part. And that is what that particular student is right now, is getting that set up for the CNC machine to then produce that particular part. Next program's welding. Welding, very popular, high demand. This is where students get to control fire, electricity, and heat to design, dismantle, and fabricate a wide range of products. They use advanced equipments to join, cut, bend, and manipulate material. They do arc, MIG, TIG, all types of weldings, and they develop the skill, confidence, and stamina and work ethic necessary for a high-paying career literally anywhere in the world. Couple, again, photos of our students in our welding lab. And then just one of our many, many success stories. This is one of our students, Noah, that graduated. He graduated, began his career as a contractor with AM General. They build military light tactical vehicles, and then they build more than any other company in the world. They're headquartered located in South Bend, but they have a center right here in Auburn Hills. So Noah is able to work right there. He graduated from Clarkston High School, attended art program, 10th, 11th, 12th grades, also went to community college at OCC through dual enrollment, and just recently completed the welder certification. During his 12th year when he was here on campus, he participated in paid internship, Boone's Express, located in Lake Orion, through our school to work program, where he was actually being able to be paid while learning. And then he started AM General, and he's been an integral part of several essential workers as the lead welder under the supervision of a master welder and certified welder inspector. So just a graduate there that we'd like to highlight. Some of our recent welding partners you can see here on the screen, where students get an opportunity to further their skills and development with regard to welding. They too have an OSHA 10 career safe. This is where they're able to demonstrate that they have the skills in order to safely and effectively work within the welding environment.
But I want to just go over a few things too, in addition to the technical skills and technical knowledge that students gain. Career and technical education also does provide students with some opportunities to earn academic credit. So students in our health sciences program, they earn a full credit in anatomy and physiology. Students in our cosmetology program, they earn a science credit called functional biochemistry. In machining and in our engineering program, students earn a technical physics credit. All of our programs fulfill a student's senior math requirement. So again, besides learning some technical skills, technical knowledge that we talked about right at the beginning of the session, there are some academic credits that students can earn as well that will count toward students' graduation. Want to move on next to talking about the Technical Early College program. So the very first, one of the first slides we talked about was that opportunity to earn a free associate degree in a partnership with Oakland Community College. So as Mr. Galbinski and I, when we were going through the programs, if any of these 6 sparked an interest, the collision repair and refinishing, the auto body program, the computer programming in Java, HTML5, CSS3, the engineering, robotics, mechatronics, the entrepreneurship, advanced marketing, the machining program or welding. These are the 6 programs out of the 11 at the Northeast campus that students can actually earn a free associate's degree through Oakland Community College. How does that work? So students in the 11th grade, they would be at their high school just like they normally would be. They're taking a half day of academic classes. They're coming to the technical campuses just like they normally would for one of their programs. But the different part is those students are actually starting to attend OCC, usually taking just one class, typically in the evening because they're in school all day. But that one class is counting toward their associate degree. So by the end of 11th grade, students would have 2 college classes done. They'll take one in the fall semester and one in the winter semester. Students move on to 12th grade then. They'll return to the technical campus for the 2nd year of their program. Again, whether it's collision, computer programming, the machining, the welding, the engineering, or advanced marketing, they'd come back to the technical campus for the 2nd year of that program. They may or may not be taking any classes now at their high school. Most students aren't at their high school during their senior year. Instead, they're taking 2 or 3 classes at Oakland Community College, both semesters during their 12th grade year. Now, what makes it an early college program? There's a 13th grade. Okay, during that 13th grade, students are not attending their high school at all. They're not attending the technical campus at all. They're attending Oakland Community College full-time toward the completion of that associate degree. And that bottom bullet, if students have gone through that program, they will not have spent any money out of pocket. Tuition is covered, textbooks are covered, any fees are covered. So again, an excellent opportunity to get a head start on their career or on college through the Technical Early College program. So I want to talk just a couple of student stories that have recently gone through the program. Ashley, a student from Oxford High School, she came to the technical campus. She was in our machining program, both her junior and senior years. She completed her associate degree in technological sciences at Oakland Community College, and she decided to focus on CAD at OCC. Ashley's now a junior engineering design student at Hero Tech. However, Hero Tech is now going to pay for her to get her engineering degree through Lawrence Tech. And that bottom bullet, very important, Ashley's only 20 years old. She'll turn 21 in March. So again, she will have an engineering degree, no money out of pocket, and employed by a international engineering company in Hero Tech. Adam was a graduate of Rochester Adams High School. He was in our engineering, robotics, mechatronics program, both his junior and senior year. Again, completed his associate degree in technological sciences, mechatronics focus. He says his first real job was programming FANUC robots. Remember, FANUC was one of those certifications students could earn that kickstarted his career. He's now employed by a direct competitor of FANUC. And again, there at the bottom, you see Adam turned 21 in August. He's actually finishing his bachelor's degree this December through Eastern Michigan University in technology management. Owen is another graduate of Rochester Adams. star student from our machining program, a star student in OCC's Machine Tool Technology program, one of Mr. Everett's students. Owen had an internship at Williams International. Again, that company that Mr. Galbinski highlighted at the beginning of the session, that international aerospace company. Following his internship, Williams International actually created a position for him where he's now offered, where he now works full time. Again, excellent pay, excellent benefits for an international aerospace company. And again, you see there at the bottom, Owen is currently 20 years old. Eric, a student from Rochester High School, engineering, robotics, mechatronics. Just want to point out there at the bottom bullet, he had 23 credits from advanced placement courses. So 23 credits from AP courses that went into OCC. Then he finished his associate degree. So he currently has a total of 88 credits, which is, again, 62 credits is usually an associate degree. So he actually had 88 credits when he graduated at OCC. And again, he's continuing his education in a technical field at OCC. Last student I want to highlight, Tia, Lake Orion High School, Entrepreneurship, Advanced Marketing. Notice Tia is only 18 years old. Okay, she just turned 18 last June. She's actually completing her associate degree in December, 2 months from now. Again, no money out of pocket. She's right now looking at 4-year universities that she wants to transfer to next fall. And again, look at that GPA at OCC, 3.86. And again, this is by taking financial accounting, managerial accounting, business law, statistics, all those required classes for a degree in business administration. So again, excellent opportunity for students looking to pursue that free associate degree.
So who attends this particular campus? Well, students that attend Avondale, Lake Orion, Oxford, Pontiac, Rochester, homeschooled students, parochial private schools, charter public school academies. That's who's attending this particular campus at the Northeast. So who also attends when we look at it from those districts? 11th to 12th grade students who are on track for meeting their graduation requirements. They have an update education development plan from Zello, which was formerly Career Cruising. And we're looking for students that are motivated, dedicated, and have career goals and are ready to start working toward them. When do students come to the campus? Our AM session is from 7:45 until 10:15 in the morning. So they come here to OSTC right in the morning, and then they return to the high school for their afternoon. The PM session will run from 11:20 to 1:50. So if you're in our PM session, you went to your home high school first thing in the morning, and then you came to OSTC for the afternoon. So you spend a half a day at the campus. Your district provides bus transportation to OSTC Northeast. Now, there are some exceptions for cosmetology and how that works because we service all of that, but that's something that we can work out at a later date and time for further information. Really what we're looking for, and as our students are looking as well, the right student in the right program for the right reason. When we talk about what is the right student, hey, somebody that shows up and attends daily, shows up on time, they work hard, follows direction, and they're able to work independently and as a member of a team.
So as we wind down our presentation, I want to just highlight some different things about the application process. And I saw a couple questions in the chat about applying. The application process is actually very quick and very easy. And I'm actually going to take you through and actually show you the screenshots that you'll see when you're completing the application. You're going to go to ostconline.com. And at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see this big box that says apply for 22-23 school year. Okay. So again, at that website, ostconline.com, just scroll down to the bottom and you'll see this box. Once you click that, you're going to see this big blue box come up that says apply now. You're going to click on apply now. This is what the screen will look like when you get to that. Notice all that's required is a student's first name, their last name, an email address, and they'll create a unique username and password. Okay, so just this is for the student, first name, last name, their email address, and then they'll create a username and a password. The next screen, again, very limited. They'll select their current high school. All the high schools in the county are listed there in alphabetical order. Once they select their high school, the technical campus will self-populate. They'll indicate what their current grade is, 9th, 10th, 11th grade. They'll enter their date of birth, and then they'll just give a brief explanation of why they want to enroll in the program that they're interested in. The next screen is phone numbers and their mailing address, and then some information on just one parent or guardian. Again, it's just a phone number, mailing address, street address, city, state, zip code, and then the same information for just one parent or guardian. First name, last name, a phone number, and an email address. Lastly, they're going to pick which program they want to get into. They're able to make a first choice and a second choice program. So let's say students want to get into welding as their first choice. Welding fills up quickly. If they don't get into welding, what would be a second choice? Maybe machining, maybe construction. So again, they'll just identify their first and second choice program. And then on the last part of the application, most important thing is to check that little white box and click the submit button at the bottom. If students don't submit their application, their high school counselor won't know that they're interested in coming, and we won't know that they're interested in coming. Just by submitting an application does not guarantee that a student can come. All it does is allow the high school counselor to start working with that student, and it allows us at the technical campus to do the same. So you can see the application process is very quick, very easy, nothing too difficult as far as entering information.